welcome everyone to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cyclones offense will get the first crack at it here. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
The Cyclones want to move quickly.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the hurry up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go right back to the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be brought down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know 4th down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bears are marching down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's right on target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ellis. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And you don't usually say that very often. The strong safety with the sack, usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got it.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of passes, it just never developed. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a catch.
And the Cyclones are on the move.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He locked up and held on to bring him down. A lot of urgency for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to FIU. We'll circle back.
Going over the top. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown Bears! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Cyclones are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Quick release by the QB. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to pop the draw. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
Let him bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Tackled, but he has a first down. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, and you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the low.
Defensively, I know what they want to do here, right? They're backed up. Do they want to pass the football? No, because they don't want to get hit in the backfield with the quarterback and give up a safety. So I know they want to run the football, give them some breathing room to call some other plays. That's why I can be a little bit more aggressive. Really good job by the defense being...
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
On the return, it's McGee.
The return is brought down at the 36. And the Baylor
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll try the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A full dive to haul that one in. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bears!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together for Jesse. They stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. But great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll pull it down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Quarterback extends the play. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Pressure coming. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Bears will line up to punt it away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. No huddle here for the offense. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Iowa State!
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him, it's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, And just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And the Bears send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Meyer. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing.
Afterburners coming. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Evanson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A third and long coming up here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They keep attacking through the air. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. He's looking to pass. Feeling some heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The Bears in the hurry-up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Iowa State, 25.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got it in the middle. It's McIntosh. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think
he lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Right down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. A huge pickup. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Throws to the tight end. tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Bears are on the move. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 18 to FIU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using the quick game.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Now on second down. He wants to throw it again. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. Oh, look out! The 20. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he got loose, it was all over. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wants to throw. Makes the catch.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've